Let's shift focus now to check out how the month of March has been, and we begin with the cement sector. Sanjay Ladiwala, the president of the Cement Stockists and Dealers Association, is with us in the studio, and H.M. Bangur, the managing director of Shree Cements, joins us as well. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. Mr. Ladiwala, if I might come to you, give us an idea of how March has panned out. We had decent numbers in December, Jan and Feb as well. Was March better than expected? How would you put the numbers?
Well, I think if you look at the prices and the dispatches, both have been better. This March has been much better than expected, and year on year too, it's a better performance all around. So it is an unexpected thing, and it is growing.
How much did prices move up? In which regions, and do you see more headroom?
Well, North has been the leader in the movement of prices upwards, followed by South and the West. The West has caught up. South has been quite steady, though at a higher level, and North has been the place where we are seeing the actual demand growth, and West obviously follows. East has been quite sedate comparatively, and this trend seems to be continuing, at least in the very short term. For a month or two we should see a similar trend happening as far as demand is concerned.
Actually, now that you've raised this point about North being the leader, in fact, let's go across to Mr. Bangur, because Shree Cement has the major presence in northern side. Mr. Bangur, how are the prices looking up in northern part after the recent increase that we have seen? And there are a couple of reports which suggest that we might be hitting a ceiling as far as the prices in north are concerned. Would you share that view, sir?
As far as dispatches are there, I will start from that. Dispatches for cement is really very good. All the country's need is being fully met up. The cement industry is one of the few industries in the core sectors, because of which core sector growth month to month which we are seeing is in the positive side. About 8% or 9% is the growth for last 2-3 months. March will be the same. There will be about approximately 9 to 10% growth in March. Numbers are yet to come. And as far as prices are there, we are all talking about the increase in price, but the cement industry's profit for this financial year will be lower than last financial year, in spite of having 8 to 9% higher volume. So whatever price rise we are talking in the recent time, in between there was a price downward tendency on price in October, November, December. So overall the prices compared to the beginning of the year is not very high. It is barely covering the cost increase.
You said that profits will be lower, Mr. Bangur. We have seen a fairly sustained decline in your raw material prices. Would not that improve your margins and therefore profit?
For one company, it is a different story. There may be very high volume growth, there may be various. When we are talking of the industry profitability will be definite up to 3 quarters. For the first 3 quarters, results are there, and 4th quarter, definitely the results are yet to come. But my guess is that 4th quarter will not be sufficiently good to cover for all the decline in profit which has been there in first 3 quarters.
Oh, I thought you were speaking about FY10, because this is a new current, the current year starts today. So I wanted to know your views for the coming quarter, for the April-June quarter and for FY10.
No, April, June and 9-10, only on one day, we cannot talk of the whole year. But we will be very happy to have the same prices or the same profitability, because a lot of volumes is expected to come. The demand also is expected to slow down because of GDP growth coming down. So there will be some mismatch in demand this year.
Mr. Bangur, in that case, how much has been the realization drop in FY09, and on that basis, how much would be realization in FY10?
FY09, I said about the realization drop may not be very high, but the cost increase is there, and we have not been able to recover the cost. on a rough estimate, the balance sheet numbers and the PL numbers of all companies for the whole year is yet to come. But on a 9% increased production, there should be 3 to 4% decrease in profits. So 12 to 13% per ton losses will be there, or decrease in profits will be there.
Mr. Ladiwala, what would you attribute as reasons for this improved demand of 9 to 10% that Mr. Bangur is talking about? Where is this demand coming from? Is it housing at all?
Well, we are seeing an unexpected growth in the rural housing. There are a multiplicity of factors which are contributing to this growth. One doesn't know how much what factor is contributing. But we are seeing, maybe it's the government incentives, maybe it's better monsoon and better agricultural results last year, whatever that be. There is a sustained increase in demand from the rural housing segment. At the same time, there is a substantial growth in the infrastructure segment also, which of course is directly related to government investment, which we have seen a lot of packages coming in the last few years. So both these sectors are strong and are moving forward. There doesn't seem to be any reason to doubt that there will be a downfall in these two segments, and that's the driving factor.
Well, you want to make any guesses on the coming year on FY10? You know the extent of supplies that are coming. What is your hunch on demand, and how do you think realizations will pan out?
Well, the demand will be good. Since it is related to GDP, the demand will be higher but at a lower incremental rate than what we have seen in the past. An increment of 8% or 9% is not possible. I would hazard a guess and say it should be in the region of about 6 to 7% incremental growth. However, the capacities which are coming on stream and expected to start very soon and come on full fruition very fast, they are going to be far higher than the incremental rate of growth in demand, leading to maybe a glut situation which we should see in the coming monsoon, and therefore pressure on prices. So I don't expect that the next year is going to be as good as what has been in the past, and we should see some downward trend starting from the mid-monsoon onwards, and that should continue for some time.
Okay. Mr. Ladiwala, Mr. Bangur, thank you very much for joining us with your thoughts.